fuck no.
When you
Nah.
get with someone, it's supposed to flow. If it don't flow, don't go. That's how I feel. If it ain't
This
flowing, I
cycles
ain't going.
in
I'm not
see,
going.
people be having shit in the background going on, and it affects them where they actually are. So I'm not going to say relationships are complicated, but people's lives around, like surrounding the relationships, it be shit going on. So it affects the other person when shit be going on with other people at work or something like that. So no, they're not complicated, but it do be shit going on in people's personal lives that actually affects the other person they're in a relationship with.
We're gonna go to
It's
Andy.
not just gonna flow. That's a lie.
Let's go to Andy real quick and then see what Uncle Stepdad got on this. Go ahead.
So there's a trifecta, right? Mental, physical, and emotional, right? Women need to stop dating men that they're not physically attracted to, because when you do that and he stops connecting with you mentally and emotionally, sex becomes a chore. You do not want to fuck him because you don't like him. You do not like him. You don't like him and you're not attracted to him.
Say
And
that.
and it needs to start in the dating process. Like stop being like, oh, like that's fine, I can get over that. Oh, that's fine, I can just it's okay, because eventually what Mr. Lego said earlier about how women, like, they don't say anything, and then all of a sudden they just blow up, or it just becomes like a tornado, because women they just want a fucking ring. They just want to get married. They just want to get married to anybody and have a baby with anybody. Stop fucking doing that. Have standards. It's not cool. Like, you're fucking up good guys that could be with somebody that they actually really want to be with, and then guys are ruining good women because they just want to fuck them. They don't actually want to marry them.
But what about the compromise part? Like we talked about in last, there has to be some type of, to want is to suffer. What are you, like, as a woman, prepared to compromise on? And I'm not saying looks or sex or whatever. I understand what you're saying, but it has to be from a woman's standpoint. Y'all can't just be running around like, well, I don't like this, so I'm out. I don't like this, so I'm out. I don't like this. Like, because we men compromise. Our girl butt ain't big enough, or a girl tit. We okay with that. Like, I don't personally want a woman with a big old ass or all this other stuff. But at the end of the day, like, it's compromise.
Hold on real quick, Andy and Lego. Let me get Uncle Stepdad in here real quick. Go ahead.
Yo, I see the question said, do women forget what men need? In some instances, I'll pick it back off a little bit of what India said. I think that's where it needs to start in the vetting process, man. A lot of people need to stop interacting with people they really don't like that. Like, it starts with going out to eat. Why would you go out to eat with somebody you don't really want to fuck with like that just to get a free meal? Things like that. I think the whole dating thing, like, it's a whole big thing going around. The dating pool has piss and shit in it and things like that. I agree with that, but it doesn't go for everybody. When it comes to that, it's really not as hard as people making it. It's really not. When it comes to any life decision, whether you're dating a woman dating a man, man dating a woman, or however your sexual orientation or preference is, it's only as hard as you make it. And if you make things easy, y'all come together, you compromise, communicate, things like that, shit's smooth. It can be smooth sailing, man, because I don't understand why people are making something so easy so hard. This ain't German arithmetic, man. But that's just my personal opinion on it. But I think people need to come together more and have conversations and communicate more effectively on subject matters like this. I'm not the same guy I was when I was younger, and from living in Mississippi to coming to Texas, like, my whole mindset when it comes to dating women and vetting women is different. Because when I was back at home, I was just doing my thing, but now I'm out here, I'm an adult. I've grown up and matured. I know that it's certain processes I go through. If I know I don't see myself interacting with a certain woman, I'm not going to entertain it. I'm not going to get in the DMs or nothing like that. I don't even want to go eat with her. We can be cool and be friends, but that serious shit, nah. Because I don't want to send you the wrong message. Now I've scarred you for another man, and so on and so forth. Now you're going to take this into it with another man and scar him, and so on and so forth. He's going to do the same thing to a woman here on and gone. So I feel like I call it a virus to an extent. A lot of us are out here passing out viruses unintentionally, some intentionally, to people because we're not doing it the right way, and we just out here wasting folk time. But when it comes to like he said, like it is not as hard as you make it. Just go into it with the right mind, the right spirit, and everything else will flow free.
The thing is, why it's happening like that is because people are not getting into relationships to get to know them. They just trying to see what they can all gain from each other and status and all this. When you get with someone, your whole goal is to get to know them from the day one, first date. Like kind of like what Mommy was saying, you know, we need to go talk. You know, you gotta talk to people and understand who you dealing with to see if you even want to be with that person. Even in your relationship, even when y'all settle down and like, okay, we're gonna do this. Y'all need to have monthly check-ins. That's what I don't know if I said this on this panel, but you need to have monthly check-ins. I know that's what I did.
Weekly check-ins. Weekly check-ins.
Weekly check. Yeah, you could do weekly check-ins and just be like, hey, you know, how's it going? And then talk. So now you get to have your man open up, because some men don't like to open up because they don't feel comfortable to open up because most women attack their ass. So now you're like, okay, how is this going? Now you making him want to speak to you because you're not about to go at his throat. So these are like little tactics you could do just to get to know someone. And now y'all communication is just getting better and better and better. So when y'all get married, it ain't gonna be no damn problems. This shit is not complicated. It's complicated because everybody wants different things, and then y'all not getting to know each other. That's why it's complicated.
Hold on. Hold on.
Can I?
Hold on. Let me get Anton in there real quick. Go ahead, Anton.
I'm not checking in. I'm not doing none of that shit. I'm not doing that, man. Like, if it got to be forced, I'm just not doing it. I don't know. This junk is just too many rules. It's too complicated. Like, marriage is supposed to be bliss. I mean, it's supposed to be beneficial. Like, it's supposed to be fun and all of that junk. And it's like, yo, if I have to do this blueprint shit in order to be in a marriage, like, that junk is, I gotta work when I gotta grind. I'm not trying to come home to no check-in. Fuck that shit. Like, I'm not doing that.
So I think women.
How long did it take for you to actually get married, Anton? How old were y'all when y'all were dating before y'all got married? Because it's like, just in my opinion, the dating part is actually harder than a marriage, because once two people get married, they've made a decision to be with each other, right? But before the marriage, y'all are still figuring each other out, vetting, figuring all this other stuff out, family this and all this other shit, right? And you're trying to say, ooh, is this person the one? But once you get married, you've already said that they're the one. So it's like you commit to a job. It's some things you don't like about a job, but it's your job. You ever just not?
I don't believe in that.